Paisans. Now that is what we call a good fucking Saturday of football. Okay, I mean, it don't get much better than that. But guess what? This upcoming weekend, it's getting better. And the next weekend, it's getting even better. This is a great fucking season to be a college football fan. But let's set the stage. We already talked. We were talking earlier when I was giving my previews, right? A lot of them didn't come true. And I couldn't give less of a fuck. It was such good football. Friday night. We talked about the Friday night game. What was it? Kansas State versus Oklahoma State. And I think I predicted Oklahoma State to win outright, mostly because Mike Gundy, he's no paisan, but he's a dude. He is a dude. He knows how to get the most out of the least. Plain and simple. And Kansas State simply didn't want to win. That's all you could say is they didn't want to win. Oklahoma State did not score a touchdown in the second half. And they still handsomely won 29-21. There were ups and downs, threats that maybe Kansas State was sniffing something, but Oklahoma State was like, nah, that's ours. Our game. So, great damn game. But now let's get to the meat of it. Saturday. We'll get to, you guys know what game I was looking forward to. The Red River? I'll talk about that in a little bit. What else was there? Bama A&M. I think I predicted Bama to win. I'm not sure. I knew it was going to be a weird, close game. That's how they've been the past couple of years, and it was true. What was it? A&M 20, Bama 26, I think was it? The only thing you can say, and this is kind of a theme this week, there were certain coaches that didn't want to win. Simple as that. Jimbo Fisher did not want to win. They had the ball, minute 20 left in the first half, tied 17-17. And Jimbo ran out the clock. You're playing Bama. I don't care if Bama is on a down year. They're still Bama. If Nick Saban is still the head coach, they're still Bama. They're still a threat until the clock strikes zero. They're still a threat. Plain and simple. So in the second half, sloppy all around both. But then they're down like 13, I think, with not that much time left. They're in the red zone, lose a bunch of yards. On 3rd and long, they get it to like 3 yards from the goal line. And they're like, you know what? We're losing to Bama. Not much time left. Let's go for a field goal. Stupid. Just stupid. That's all it was. But I guess they would have 9. Yeah, 9. Sorry. But it was just stupid. Go for the touchdown. It's Alabama. And if you were to watch that game, it would be like, does Jimbo simply want to win this game against what people are saying is the new rivalry in the SEC? I don't know. But Bama won. I think I predicted that. I'm not gloating or anything because you know me. I'm not the biggest Bama guy, to put it lightly. A game that I don't know if I talk much about, but I was excited about was Syracuse at UNC. I think it was UNC's homecoming day. But it wasn't just their homecoming. It was Tez fucking Walker's homecoming. Dude was a stud who transferred from, was it Kent State? Had that whole debacle with the NCAA shoving their nose where it didn't fucking belong. Wolf model. But I knew the second they cleared it, it was a 9 and they opened up I think at 6.5 points. It was 9.5 on Friday. I advised some boys to throw as much money as they could at that 9.5. And some of those digital books, they let you choose the spread yourself. I advised some of my boys to get the fattest spread you could on UNC, the most points possible, which I believe was around 20. They won 40-7. Some of my boys, they ain't on a diet of ramen noodles. It's steaks for dinner tonight because of that. I knew it was going to happen. Homecoming, Tez Walker's back. They were going to grind anyone to a pulp. They would have grinded the Kansas City Chiefs to a pulp. I knew it was going to happen, and it did. I don't make money off of gambling. In one way or another, maybe I do. I don't gamble, though. But I was a good advisor, let's just say that. But another game, what was it? Arkansas versus Ole Miss. Weird game. Anytime Arkansas is playing, it's a weird game. You look at any of their games this year; they were weird. And Ole Miss has been weird. You guys, I've talked about them enough. They're 5-1. They might even be in the top 10. I don't know. Massey hasn't finished their composite yet, but Ole Miss, I don't know if they're a good team or not. I just don't. But Arkansas sure as hell ain't. They got good players. They're just not a good team. It's a big difference having good players versus a good team. Colorado, case in point. They got good players. They haven't meshed yet. I don't even know. I think Colorado won. I don't care. I'm not talking about that game. It was just an example. You got to have good fucking players in order to be a good team. It's as simple as that. Well, actually, no. What the hell am I talking about? You have to have good players to be a good team, right? But not all teams that have good players on it are good teams. How about that? Ole Miss wins 27-20. And it was just a weird game. That's the SEC network, late game. Gets kind of goofy on that channel. I recommend it this upcoming Saturday. I don't know who's playing on it, but if you're sitting with your thumb up your ass on Saturday night and you're like, oh, what should I watch? Put on the SEC 7:30 game. The SEC network 7:30 game. It's always a weird game. I don't know if we talked LSU, Missouri. I think I did a prediction on that. That was also a weird game. It wasn't on the SEC network, but that's a classic. Ole Miss punching in the mouth a team that's better than them, and then again, I believe Missouri might have been ranked higher. I don't know, but LSU wins. There was like a pick six with like a minute left, and Missouri was driving. They might have been able to do the one they didn't, but that's just that. Let's just get two more. What is it? Syracuse. No, I talked Syracuse. Louisville versus Notre Dame. That Notre Dame was another team that simply did not want to win. Marcus Freeman did not want to win. He did not want to. They were on their own 35, 4th and 11, down 10, and they went for it with 10 minutes left. They were going to go for it, and then Louisville calls a timeout. You know, when people call timeouts, you should probably change your fucking play. And Marcus Freeman was like, nah, this is solid. This is real solid. And it didn't fucking happen. Other weird coaching stuff, he refused to abandon the run. Audric Estime, we've talked about him. He will be an NFL superstar. Mark my words. But wasn't his night. Louisville planned their entire defense around stopping number 7 on the Irish. And guess what? They did. And it wasn't until mid-4th quarter they're like, you know what? I think the run, I don't think we got it. It was too late. Yeah, especially with all the dumbass coaching decisions they made. Starting to question Marcus Freeman a little bit. That whole 10-man, I almost mentioned it. We'll just say whatever happened with those Buckeyes. And then pair that with last week was kind of iffy, and then this week just simply not wanting to win. Starting to question him a little bit. These things take time. I'm a 3-year man. You got to have 3 full years on a coach, because by then, that's your team. Those are your recruits. That's your team. If you can't do shit with your own team, take the bus. I don't take buses. I take limos. Okay? And then finally, Red River. 12 o'clock sharp at the Texas State Fair. This is what college football is about. I picked Texas. I think I picked Texas big. My dad picked Oklahoma outright. He and I, we butt heads on a lot of stuff. Dad was right. 34 OU, 30 Texas. What did we learn? That both of these teams probably could make it to the playoff, because I'm piggybacking off what I've spoken about. There are no elite teams, I'm telling you. Michigan, you might be talking, what about Michigan? What about the Wolverines? Huh? I don't know. They've been blowing out teams. They've been blowing them hard. Just like those Eastern European broads I was telling you boys about. Hey-o. Nah. So we'll Michigan might be, but let's get back to Red River. Texas OU. Incredible game. It's as simple as it was incredible. I couldn't believe it. It was down the wire. Texas had I think Texas's first lead was with like 5 minutes left in the 4th. It was, or maybe I don't know, but I watched it, and my dad watched it a little later. He was out yesterday, and I put it on the DVR. So he and I watched it together, right? That's college football, baby. Watch it with my dad. It doesn't get much better than that. Oklahoma was at 27 points with 9 minutes left in the third quarter, right? And I knew the final score. They would not score again until there was 15 seconds left in the game, and that was enough to win. OU's goal line stand is something that will be talked about for generations. People will mark that day, say this was when Brent Venables became OU. Now, granted, Brent Venables was the defensive coordinator at OU for like a decade, but that was when he won every fucking OU fan, was that goal line stand. Let's go to the other side of that goal line stand. Texas, what are you doing? I mean, come on now. The run didn't work on first down. Okay, let's see if it works on the second down. The run's been working all day. Run doesn't work on the second down. You know what you do? You shift. You shift to a pass play on third down. If you knew you were going, if you knew you're going all 4 downs, 2 run, 2 pass, right? No, they run it on third. Nothing happens. It was the same play, 3 plays in a row. And on fourth, they tried throwing it, but nice hands, feet, the guy doesn't catch it. Texas scores that touchdown. Texas wins. It's a simple matter of fact. But that goal line stand, that was a beautiful thing. And I had no dogs in this fight. I think I picked Texas to win. I do not like either schools. I don't. I hope I'm at the Red River Shootout next year, though, because it's just, that's what college football is about, that right there. You don't get that in Jerry World. You don't get that in pro. You don't get 2 rabid fan bases splitting the field, half crimson and cream, half burnt orange. You just don't get that. What if I guess you could maybe get that if the Jets and the Giants played, but who wants to watch a Jets and Giants game? It's fucking disgusting. But anyway, OU wins. I'm gonna be calibrating this whole week, thinking we're halfway through the season now. That was week 6. Everyone's got day 6 games, right? People are getting on the buys. We know a lot about teams. We're halfway through. I'm gonna be working. What I'm thinking for the postseason. I don't know if much has changed. Notre Dame's out. I told you guys what my bracket was. You can't be 2 losses independent. You can't. And I think only you can be 2 losses in the playoff if you're the SEC this year, just because of the way the schedule's worked out. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. But salute. It was a great damn day of football, and I can't wait for another one. I'm like a crackhead. I'm addicted to this shit. My brother complained today. He was over. He's over because we're having ziti tonight. He was complaining. We only get the 3 fucking games. I said, shut up, Carmine. We only get 3 fucking NFL games. What the deal? Shut up, Carmine. If you're gonna complain about that shit, don't. Go watch college. On a Saturday at 3:30, you can get like 8 games on at once. I'm a fucking football crackhead. College football. I don't give a fuck about pro. I don't. I will watch the Super Bowl. I'll put the game on, but God, it means nothing. That stupid London shit is a college football show. I won't get that much into the NFL, but this is what it's all about. These Saturdays that you cherish them. We're halfway through. I want to know, who are you guys thinking? Can make the playoff? Give me right down. Give me right down there. Who can make the playoff? There's a lot of teams that can. Who will is another story. But until then, salud. Get out. Please.